Mid is set up towards A. And yeah, Kankan. Other than that initial operator burst, first time we're going to see him in this committed anchor position. No command run through once again, but the combo might even land here.
It does.
It does.
Beautiful. Aspas the one caught by it as well, and they scatter in the end. They just get away to safety, but it's now being forced into the hands of this man, and he actually doesn't land the shot. First time one goes astray. The paranoia going to force him away from that secondary peak. Trying to quell this absolute animal on that B site, but he's ahead of the smoke. He's going exploring, of course. He is audacious in approach and confidence, and he's got such information now. They can dip back towards that A site here.
Watch them run.
Arbot removed it. Tuis will commit to it. Lockdown responsive from Chichu.
Probably about 30 seconds at this point.
It's going to run the clock down. And look how much space EDG have taken outside tree. Already looking to pressure the back line.
Yeah, no options to back away really for Loud here. They have to continue on this path. Spike's still in place for the cross though, so they shouldn't have too many worries with that. There's the ult going to come back in, going to deny that first attempt at the plant. And Chichu's found less. They're starting to close that gap in now. And actually it's counting with the spike. Oh dear. He's got so many players on the other side of this. Boom. He has to get to the site, try and get something on their side. Quarantine is in trouble here, and Kankan gets revealed. Spots the players on the other side. Jump spot landed. Beautiful trade out. Spike going to go down, and EDG getting on the site and getting the round. Loud crumbling under the smothering from EDG. They get so close so quickly.
A freebie here with the orbital strike combo. I think Zalak's even close to falling in the mix as well. And what's beautiful is, this is on one extremity, the other side, Kankan happy to be there to greet Cloud's retreat. Instead after this, EDG, once they know that the operator's shown, Loud show respect. They drift back towards A, and immediately nobody and Kankan are there. They're looking to pressure the backline if that A site execute comes through.
To 5 now. Loud still in the lead. And Loud with the adjustment now. Nobody gonna see all of this coming his way. Kankan is there as well, so they do have a support system. The readjust is gorgeous. Nobody all too prepared to double swing. Oh, he almost had all three. Smoggy in support. It's a 3v2. Less than 2s, where are you? Desperate to make that cross. Trying to get something favorable, and that's good for them. Howdon going down is great. They're still looking for another pick here, though. A tap on the spike, and they do not commit just yet.
Chichu's quietly made his way into the backside of Arcade here. Unnoted as of yet. Loud haven't got the spike down yet, and the smokes have dropped.
Okay, Chichu. Super close by, maybe an angle they don't expect. Spots out one, punishes less, and that's a spike loose. This has to be heroics from Tuis. One smoke and a TP, and that's all he's really got to play with. 45 seconds, avoids the utility and gets a fair fight. Did he spot?
He spotted Smoggy.
He's got to know one's close by, but what can he do with it? Can hear a couple of steps. Oh, he finds a great shot on Smoggy. Expecting the other swing from the other side of the smoke, but nothing there just yet. Takes 30 seconds left. Double checking towards tower. 25 seconds, but where the hell is Chichu in this? Oh, hello, Peekaboo, 10 seconds now, another smoke in hand, but he's so low on HP. Chichu played it so well, and we're tied up all even.
Chu's had time to play with there, tried to run the clock down. Chichu to clutch out. Another one, it's a round that feels like some of the executions versus EG. A slight lack of consideration. Aspas is running on dry. Yeah. He's got the ultimate pop, but there's no flash over the top. There's no fault line, and it's a player tucked in behind Dice. I mean, fault line was burnt up early. It didn't catch nobody initially on the stun,
di box.
Lives are out. Players are here. Kankan is stunned. He gets a second lease of life flow. Stunned again. No, dips away. Doesn't want to fall for this one. Nobody turns the first flash. The paranoia set. They are investing everything. It's still at 1 minute 20. Les wants to make something of this. Maybe punish those players falling away from Dish. And there's very few places to run and hide for EDG. But maybe they don't need to. Maybe they need to stand the ground and fight, and they fall. Loud finally making impact on the side. Howdon turns on a dime, takes down Tuis, but so many of them fall. It's a 3v1. Chichu again, so deep in the backlines. They're all on the site as it is, but this would need a miracle level of impact. You still have Aspas sitting relatively healthy, 75. You've still got the knife for Zadak too. 2 flashes, so much kit to run through. Now finally coming together on this one. Any chances here for Chi-Chi? He's dead and gone. Loud. Much better now.
It takes so much. Luckily, the pinch comes through from A-Main at the right time, because again, some of the investment of utility on Lotus early on didn't amount to real value.
Bisa-bisanya nge-kill lagi di pas gitu anjir.
Again, trades much better. You look at that kill feed, and even visibly, a much better look than Lotus, and a much better scoreline here.
We actually have a competitive game heating up now. This is what we wanted to see as well. Life in Loud, right? Like you don't want them to go whimpering out of this event. Now we're starting to see them testing EDG. EDG keeping up.
Blinded.
Flash deep.
Ooh.
And he gives away the opportunity there. And Aspas going to work off that instantaneously, taking all that space by Dish. There is a player on the way though. Kankang, oh dear. Lucky to be standing. Good movement. And actually brought down. Beautiful work from Tui's to double down and double check that. Make sure they clear him out of there.
Tui's at least will spot one player. Not cancelled yet. Chi-Chu. So to be put in a position relied upon here by EDG, anchoring this A site. Pops the nanoswarm early, actually. They don't spot him. They actually didn't clear this.
No way. And Smoggy's found counting. That's a spike down. Chi-Chu completely unnoted. Oh, Aspas still gets him though. Such a fortunate scenario as Aspas is saving this round from a couple of things that could have gone so badly wrong. How long? Back through by drop. Go towards Dish. That's a lot of players to get through though. Yeah, Les and Aspas are wounded. But still standing. The timing here for Les could be very good. Actually misses a little bit of a that. There we go. Finally checks on it. Timing's there. Adong down to 56. Give it a crack. Good damage!
Hampir.
Okay, Aspas, thank you.
Mulai ketertinggal ini Loud.
Put a little bit of a bookend on that one as well. Aspas has woken up here, Mike. Much more impact, way more efficient in this one.
Well, I was talking about obviously the Neon not looking good last time for Aspas. It wasn't him individually. Numerically, he was delivering. It was bigger picture. I think we see one example here where the execution wasn't fully online, but at least here, the scoreline much better.
Yeah, 5-7. We finally have a game on our hands.
Indeed we do, Pansy, and this is what you want to see from Loud, but again it just illustrates just how strong this EDG team has been, that Loud have been just pulling away at some of these rounds. And Kukuka, this actually takes us to our Verizon high-speed moment as we cover Les in round 7, actually. We got to talk about Les here because Les has had a decent amount of impact in this game, obviously goes without saying, but it really feels like this round here was the catalyst to give them that motivation to keep pushing.
Yeah, exactly. Probably a turning point for them. I think like over this map, they are playing their game, something that they needed to be happen previously. It's happening now. Hey, they still have time. They still can bring this back. I love how they've used in Aspas. I love how he's just been the tip of the spear, something that he obviously needed to be, but I feel like he's finding the right pace to doing so, and it's kind of one of the things that I wanted to see on the stage.
And the thing is, I don't think Loud have been winning these rounds by really cool strategy, by perfectly out-calling EDG. A lot of it has just been these hard executes or these late round wins, and honestly, that might be what Loud needed. It's rounds like that that are reinvigorating them, that are getting them back into this game, rebuilding that confidence, and they finally have a lead in this series.
We were talking about the mental, how things are going to be after losing that pistol. Maybe we can think that it is all over for them, but no, they managed to bring it back. Beautiful rounds on their side, that they have learned about the mistakes that they made, and I think that we deserve a third map here.
But the thing is, EDG have an opportunity. Well, Loud have rallied. Their attacking side on this map is normally solid, and if they can close this one out, if they can push it all the way and take map 2 versus Loud, eliminate from this tournament 2-0, they could continue to make history, continue this miracle run. It's not over for them in this map yet, but it's the same for Loud. They have to be feeling the pressure right now.
Yeah, that's right. And now it's time to see how the chips fall as we send it right back over to Pansy and Hypoc.
Thank you. If you are just tuning in, the score is correct. Loud finally waking up a little bit here, leading the scoreboard after having a horrific Series 1, an atrocious Map 1 in this series, but then finally they at least get a half, right? This is what we want to be seeing. A spark back with this side, as EDG, the first big challenge they're going to be facing in this game is this half here.
3 players initially positioned towards B here for Loud. EDG stacked up on the other side, other than nobody. He's probably going to try and show a little bit of presence, but nobody from Loud to actually be there to receive it.
Nice counter to the contact piece. Aspas gonna miss the window of chance on this. Brought down to 13 HP. Yeah, maybe a little bit too committed to chase that down, but Kankan gonna backfill this. Aspas is exceptionally low HP.
They cleared the entirety of the north side here, Loud, so less actually comes across to reinforce this arcade hold.
And the smoke timing. They're gonna get maybe a 1v3 on the site. Yeah, they got to back away from this now. Sites, EDGs, it's not a comfortable hold, but you want to try and maybe overwhelm somewhere, give yourself some safety, and that's what they're doing. Focusing towards Sadak initially, and they get the trade. They've lost out on nobody, but they take down Sadak. So for them, I guess they'll take what they're given here. But still so close by, you can see the gap being closed. Aspas taking the tour of the map here, all the way around. And look at the HP on EDG. 1 on Chichu, Kankan 14, how long? 37, and he's been removed. Down to the bare bones now, down to the basics. Can't hold up against this.
Akankah dia clutch, bro?
It ain't enough. Less brilliant round from him. Loud doing what they need. Basics can't.
Hey, what happened?
Made the decision to reinforce this B site hold here with
a 4th member.
Previously, Sadak had a lot of trouble holding onto that tower position versus EG. The onslaught of utility sent his way. Curious actually with just the pistol round, whether or not EDG are going to look to pressure that position as well. Wait and see here as turret towards Tree, probably leaning towards a crunch here in A main.
Anjing banyak. Dapat 1, dapat 2, dapat 3.
Gorgeous cleanup. Making light work with the utility. Softened and vulnerable on the other side. EDG. I mean, they only really, I think, had classics and maybe 1 upgraded pistol, but that'd be about all it is. Feels like a formality. It should be counting. Big progress here as well.
Yeah. 4 towards that rolling thunder.
Dihantam, bro.
EDG unfortunately can't even get past the front door. Snake by timing perfect inside the smoke.
Bisa surrender.
Seeing initially 4 members of Loud over towards B. EDG 4 on the north side, Chichu down on the south. Slight pace change here potentially. EDG's first buy round.
ZM, ZZKK, Kang itu.
Motion here for Aspas.
A little bit of aim training before the round started. Yeah, look at
shutting them down.
Stack of players towards arcade, and the timing's going to be atrocious. He's got a leg to stand on. EDG's so hyper aware of this. They sat back waiting. The flash is actually very nice though. Gives Sadak a fight.
Was too attractive, I think.
Out of there as well. They're hunting them right back down. Loud. That's huge. Bringing the fight right back to EDG. And how long the paranoia's going to connect? He needs to call for nobody to help him out, and he does. Nobody there on the bailout. They know the Tui's is there. Chichu closing on that gap too, but where the hell is Les in all of this? A mile away.
I'm saying no pinch comes through from Dish, and only nobody noted on the knife. So Les has to come back from spawn here. Chichu's going to note the reposition here, but no awareness. Tui's of his whereabouts.
Yeah, and Les will be kept here now. Hearing a couple of audio cues here and there. Les going to try and explore.
It's a mystery though.
Yeah,
EDG have drifted back towards arcade.
Oh.
Smoke gives it away though.
He's got a chance to do some big damage here. Oh, still so heads up from EDG, but roll a mind back to the start of that round. That was very curious.
Yeah, EDG stacked up initially right against the spawn barrier, but I'm not sure if it's just a last second call. And then Aspas is thinking, yeah, we've only noted 1 on the north side with the knife, but he's on a wild slide out here, and the spacing just slightly off. Salak's lucky to actually get back towards Arcade here.
Okay.
Usually set up the same way once again.
That was a bonus though. So, you know, we'll put it where it is. Rolling Thunder 2 away. Still gonna have the Viper's Pit as well, ready to go this time. Knife's gonna get destroyed, but Sadak gotta be careful now. Tested early towards tower as the 3 players from EDG close in. Almost mirroring that, Loud on the other side by Dish. Nobody.
They didn't notice.
They had no idea. Oh, not good enough on the shot. Aspas quicker on the adjustment. But look who's slipping further ahead. Hankang's found so much space. He's even got a little bit of cover to play with as well. He's hungry for more. Ferocious approach. The flash connects. Oh, but Smoggy, the timing on the save. Perfect. Sadak deleted. The site is all theirs.
There's nobody peeking for info. Hankang just walked up Arcade.
It ain't over yet though. 3v3 Rolling Thunder going to be sent. Kalanzine, Aspas, Tui's. We're going to try and close in towards the site. Kankang's going to note that. Here's Tui's. Tap on the spike. They're not falling for it. How long is going to find Kalanzine? And Kankang just waiting this out in the smoke. He knows where Tui's is, or has a fantastic idea of it. And Tui's outdoes him. Even with all of that info, but the trade's there. An orbital strike almost feels overkill, but Aspas commanding a lot of respect here. Another tap on the spike. Chichu the willing first man to challenge. And EDG outdoing Loud.
I mean, Sadak notes somebody there. The knife is destroyed. Immediately, EDG has 2 swing onto this tower angle. But then Kankang's allowed to shift walk onto site and catch less as he tries to put the pit down.
Goner.
I mean, that's just outrageous.
And that's the round that breaks Loud's money.
Yeah.
This closes the scoreline right back up. This is probably 8. I mean, yeah, there are no ults to play with either. So yeah, you're looking at likelihood of 8 to 9. Wow. That is a mistake and a half for Loud, and one that's going to potentially haunt them here. EDG, of course. Well, if you're Kankang, you're grinning ear to ear, aren't you? You couldn't ask for a better start to that. Just creep through to the site. Cool. Are you on your ult? Wow. Patience being shown here from EDG. Want to be careful.
Enemy kill.
Kankang has his ult from this as well, so that's lovely for him. 2 away for Chichu.
Somegui baru saja memberikan 69.000.
Get out of there.
Sadak unable to stop this progress onto site just yet. I don't think he really have a say of denying the plant coming through either. Tui's looking to sweep back on the south side. Aspas and Kalanzine come back through Arcade, but will be noted by an alarm bot. Kankang trading out.
Good trade.
3v4 now.
Still a little bit of kids, so they might be able to get some of the the flank just got noted. Wow, nobody, so heads up. Still more to be invested. Tui's is not having a good day at the office here. And it's all about time. Kalanzine does find Smoggy. 3v3. Back a player to try and help out now. And Chichu's just farming. Yeah, this is comfy now. That round teed up from the one prior, breaking the bank of Loud. And then now, only 1 round away.
Lockdown available, knives available for Kankang too. 1 off the Rolling Thunder.
Somegui baru saja memberikan 69.420. Testing 1, 2, 3. Somegui baru saja memberikan 69.420. Testing 1, 2, 3.
The stack of funds that EDG has sat on.
Speak of stack, we saw Loud trying this against EG a couple of times and actually worked out well. This time, not so much. EDG all too prepared, all too aware of what Loud tried to do. Read him like a book. Might just well shut this chapter. He's trying to hold him back all by himself, but he's got a flood against him. 3 players now making up by main, spotted out again, forced out of here. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. EDG are out the door. And the site's going to be theirs too. Les has nothing to say about this. He can creep close, but to make impact happen would be almost unthinkable. Change my mind, Les. It ain't gonna happen. EDG tying things up now, 9 apiece. And this is when you start panicking if you're Loud. This is when you get nervous if you're Loud. EDG have just started to work you out. 4 in a row.
It must be so frustrating to play versus a team that just seems prepared for everything. The stars align once again, and the reactive utility shuts down this aggression from Loud. Aspas completely separated, isolated curious of whether or not the force would come through. Looking like Loud are toying with the idea, but a timeout called here. 9-9 the scoreline. No command back online here. Tui's has the TP, but not the same sort of options on the EDG side of things.
They got a nice bit of money behind them too. 5K on Chichu.
4 rounds unanswered, Lauren.
Nagpapabreak ya.
Well, this is crunch time. I thought that half that they had, the good start in the second.
Oh, time
this
out.
map, felt good for Loud. Cool, the third map here. Brilliant, let's take it the distance. Have that big test of these two, well, newly formed giants apparently when it comes to EDG.
EDG win, let's go. Kangkung.
It might genuinely be cut short, and EDG will become a terrifying prospect to meet in the lowers if they continue going forward. Shown diligence against the best around the world. That is a very small group of teams who've been able to boast that sort of reputation. They've come in here and absolutely turned heads, but it's not over yet. It's 9-9, right, tied up. Map 1, yes, it's out with EDG. There's game on now.
Loud need to remove some of these funds now, early on, before double digits, before we really start testing that recovery factor. So we might see something similar to what they employed a few times on Lotus. Kangkung posted up to solo. Create some pressure outside A main here. Nobody actually regroups here with a flash. Aspas will be noted. Might just commit to the lockdown execution here, or at least try and fake off the back of it. They're drifting back towards Aspas.
It's all on his shoulders. And he's going to stand tall, takes down the first man in, and they've turned him away from this.
Oh, he gets the TP off, but he actually gets detained.
Oh my god.
For EDG, they've got the sight. They lose out on one. They gain the time on their side. Ah, you can't get away with that. The smoke faded just in time for Les to catch you, trying to drift away from the spike. Now, how long nobody in Chichu? What do they have about this one? Sadak willing to put his life on the line to cross first, going to get towards the site himself. Flash there to supplement as well as the wall goes up. EDG forced away. Tap on the spike, and someone from EDG does need to check. Put their body on the line, and they do Chichu with one. That's all he can get. Nothing to follow from that. Howdong and nobody now. High flash. They're all white. Aspas just comes out of that. 33 HP. Loud going to make it double digits here. That was a dangerous round.
I mean, if the timing's any better there. He doesn't peek ahead of the flash.
Yeah.
That could have been brutal. Because everybody from Loud fixated towards main here. Chichu nearly actually getting away with daylight.
I
mean, yeah, Les the one that's, I guess, furthest forward, least affected by it. But like I said, Howdong caught it as well. Probably the worst end of it. Said that was the round we needed from Loud, though, to chip away at this financial buffer that EDG have, but another 2 rounds to go. Kangkung back on the operator now. Still got all to play with. Smoggy back on the Rolling Thunder. Seeker's invested here by nobody.
Going to travel relatively far here. Show the aggression. Force the hand of Loud a little. Kangkung going to have to depend on the knife here. Early. Howdong's still alive though. But that gap closed. Do they stick around on this? Ooh. They do. Loud willing to challenge. And, well, falling to it too. Chichu is the one to try and draw that blood out. Kangkung's still standing. He's hunting him down. Oh. He is wanting that one. Would put Les in his grave, but for now, Les stands, slips away to CT. Aspas is waiting on a dirty off angle. Middle of no man's land that time. Kangkung moves forward. Spots another. Can't find it here. Damage on Les. Though. He is willing to hold this line. Deny anyone try to take that space back. Yeah, moving away. He wants him dead. Falls away this time as the spike now goes down. Finds that next position to lean back to. Nice work from Sadak though, readjusting well. He's got to be careful here. They're ready for him. Oh, he's so ready for him. Kangkung again dances away, 41 HP. Temptation to swing. It's going to be Chichu to get it. Answering right back. 10-10 now.
Kangkung is just so slippery. The flash comes through, the fragment as well, but Sadak punished on the peak. And he's always posted up. He's never backed into a corner. He's always holding an active angle. Tui's caught on the retreat there with the TP. I didn't even spot that.
Huge round to answer back with. Any of that momentum Loud would have had is now been absolutely broken because their money is
it forces Loud back onto a light purchase here.
The best they got is the ult from Aspas.
The best they got is 2 judges. And even then, actually, Sadak is forced down to 250. Again, with no investment here at the pit, maybe going to try and get a lesser purchase there and pass Sadak a rifle across.
Look at the patience. You do need to use that utility a little early to make sure there's no stacks, no naughtiness going on. Those judges, bits and pieces, odds and ends, they can certainly try and work out. You can see Howdon very meticulously clearing. I'll do 3 of their players here. Keep in mind, Aspas is one of them, and he can pop that ult if required. Don't do it again. Don't. I promise you, Sadak, it ain't the time. Needs to get away, and there's the ult pop. Lovely timing for Aspas. Does he continue this path? Yes. He wants a little more. Doesn't want to overextend though. And there's the close from the other side of them. Map coming in. This is now worrying. They've lost a big proponent and any ability to change the outcome in this round. 2 players still tucked into tower though.
So they actually repositioning it. Sadak was positioned on dice previously. Kang.
Oh. Beautiful work from Sadak to at least hold that side, but what more can you do? Judge going to close in. The only vulnerable player would have been Howdon down on 23. You're not going to be able to close that gap, but with the operator, I'll be able to do something a little bit better.
Problem being though, EDG have been allowed to reset. They have the molly, they have the orbital strike here ready, and the time is ticking away for Loud to make a move, Lauren.
I don't know if they can do it.
They can't.
I don't think there's anything to be done. Tap on the spike, draws out the orbital strike.
Mid to the half, maybe.
Tuis has to die for this.
Molly's going to come in though.
Oh, the shot's not even going to land. Let's just find Chi-Chu. But this feels like a fruitless endeavor. Fallen on the knees, Sadak can stand no longer. EDG making it to 11. Closing in on a 2-0 against Loud.
Curious here what the decision for Sadak is. See with that Judge and Light Shield purchase, down to 250 in the previous. Limited options here. Rifles elsewhere. Viper's Pit and a Rolling Thunder to work with. But it's do or die now for Loud. There's nothing in the tank behind this.
This is the one. If you wanted to say in the matter Loud, now's the time to speak up. Because as it stands, EDG are on the cusp of eliminating Loud from this. EDG leaning towards A. That temptation and want towards A main. 3 players hungry for impact, but you can look towards Dish.
Back door's open.
It is, and they have no idea. They're being drawn into this. Like moths to the flame, they want to so desperately hold them back. But look at that creep on the northern side, closing in. And it's going to be a burst. And they're going to try and overwhelm towards the southern side. It's great. There's no way! There's no way! He's done this! Nobody goes above and beyond. It leaves Loud in pieces on the ground. That was the best fight they had. That was the favorable fight they had.
Les will respond, but this one all but done. Les finds a third, actually.
He needs
a 1v2. 57 HP, but
I don't think he's got time.
No. Time's already passed here. Nobody finds 3.
Stunned up, pressured. Smoke just dropped.
I mean, Aspas even slides behind him, so he's got to fully reset to find the first. That's one of the most outrageous things I've ever seen.
I'm stunned. Les, he's desperately trying. I mean, he's had a very good individual game, but it's just not enough here. 12 for EDG.
I can't believe.
We have to watch that replay. Run it back for us one time here, because that was something else. Look at this. Look at what he sees. Stun, turns. Oh my good God. Monstrous.
Ooh.
That is just...
Heart goes out to Les.
I am speechless.
It's time out for Loud. Staring down the barrel of elimination. And their money's in pieces. You said it at the start of this, Mike. Start of that round just gone. That was everything they had. That was all of it, right? There was nothing behind that purchase, really. You can see it here. Well, we can, you can't. But Guardians, 3 of them so far.
Yeah.
Viper's Pit for Les, he's fine, obviously. Got a bit of cash in hand, worked that out. what do they go for? It's what can you do? I feel like they are just, they're out of their depths.
Feels like we need another repeat of history where Loud were able to come back versus NRG on Fracture, force that overtime.
I don't know if they got it
but this doesn't feel like the same Loud today.
No, it doesn't. It hasn't against the previous opponent. Didn't feel it on map 1. Certainly not feeling it here.
Kang back on the operator as well. Lockdown available for Chichu. Options are plenty for EDG.
Yeah, one off.
And they've got Loud against the ropes.
Deep breaths now, folks. This is going to be the round that really is quite defining. Is there any grit and determination left in Loud? After being bullied, broken, those string of rounds, meticulous almost from EDG. They have to face down that 12, that notorious number against them. Map 1 already in the pocket of EDG, and we have a walkout.
Oh my gosh!
He gets to! The beast from the east once again appears, and Les needs to deliver. Stands for the first, turns the flash, overwhelmed. Sadak, the captain, the leader, faces the music, faces the loss, and Loud are left in tatters as EDG live to fight another day.
Come on, guys.
Ridiculous performance from them. I feel like they just get stronger and stronger every single series.
Wow. Wow.
Speechless.
Bisa nyusul kita, Digi.
This team deserves a whole lot of respect. I know the fans at home, the fans here have loved watching this team. Truly enjoyed what they've been bringing. And my God, do they deserve it. Superhuman performance. Cross-regional, they played against EMEA's best, got so close to almost beating them, taking out Liquid, and then they had to face Loud. And they still came out of that, they came out with a 2-0.
Just to say that again, they play against both first seeds as well. Yes, they lose out by a fine margin versus Liquid, but here, I gotta say it, making another statement. Dismantling Loud here.
God damn. And for Loud, it was a disappointing tournament for them. I'm sure there's no two ways to put it. Time to go back, work things out. They came in cold to the playoffs. Never quite warmed up with this team. Completely blindsiding all of us. We'd seen the potential, sure. We'd seen glimmers of that. But this is a whole different team altogether. And I'm going to say it, no team wants to meet them in that lower bracket run.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We were talking about the other day being excited to see EDG play against a variety of teams in terms of style and whatnot. This one here feels like, I gotta say, the best they've looked so far here. They've already looked borderline flawless, other than the performance versus Liquid. They came out swinging, but I'm so excited to see them to continue to develop here on the stage, because we've already seen what feels like a transformation in less than a week. You can see what it means to them as well, Lauren.
Huge moment for those players on stage. Huge. After having so many disappointments before this, right? So many tournaments just cut short, not quite showing that potential. The fact that they've done it against Loud now, after having such a close game against Liquid, nobody can doubt them anymore. No one can say it's just one-offs, it's cheesy comps, it's all the excuses teams or people will put towards, maybe an underdog team doing well, doesn't apply here. And it falls into the same category in my mind as those EG performances as well. They play